Huh. Not a big fan of bees either. Hello again, fellow YouTubers. Solomon Pleasant back for another Breaking Bad episode review. Today we've got Season 2, Episode 3, Bit by a Dead Bee. So, this episode starts off with Walter and Jesse bearing their gun and proceeding to head back to civilization. After the last episode when stuff went down. So, and then Walter ends up naked in a supermarket. Okay. And after the opening credits, we then proceed to see Walt being checked into a hospital because they found him. And pretty much most of the episode is Walter and Jesse covering up their tracks from the last episode and when they went missing. So Jesse gets all the meth stuff out of his house, you know, covers up his tracks, gets questioned by the DEA, all that fun stuff. And he covers his tracks pretty well, and I think they did a good job in covering their tracks. And Walter is in the hospital for most of it, has to cover up a couple of things, starts revealing some stuff to a psychiatrist, and then one particular scene, he has to leave the hospital, go back to his house, and hide his money in the gun that he left from a couple episodes ago. And the entire time, every time he takes money in and out of that vent area where his baby's going to be, I'm just sitting there going, they gonna find him? They gonna find him? They gonna find him? They gonna find him? And it doesn't, but it's just great tension. So I give the show credit. That's some pretty good tension that they're putting there. One other big scene that I found very tension-worthy was when Jesse's being questioned by the DEA, Walter's brother-in-law, and they bring in the grandpa from an episode ago, the one with the bell, and he clearly knows Jesse was there, but he decides not to rat him out for some reason. I'm not really sure what reason he has, because his son is dead. Maybe he realized his son was a lost cause, or maybe he just doesn't like the DEA. Either way, Jesse doesn't get rat out, so that's good. And yeah, the episode kind of ends with Walter, you know, kind of telling his wife Skylar that no, he doesn't have a second cell phone, because Skylar brings that up, which, that's good they brought that up, otherwise they would have totally forgotten about that, and that would have been weird, and it just kind of ends. And one thing I've noticed with the progression of this series is that their marriage is really going to be crap by the end of this. I can tell this is not going to end well. And you can clearly see the progression. Another thing I'd like to point out is the family bonding in this is somewhat good. So I give the show credit for making it look good. And also it does focus a lot more on the brother-in-law, which is... I like that character. That's one of my more favorited characters. He's a fun character to be with. So, yeah, not much else to say about it. So, join me next time when we take a look at Episode 4, Down. I had to say it in that kind of voice. This has been Solomon Pleasant, signing off.